Goku at his base form is a lot stronger than Vegeta because he fought Beerus in episode 32. Vegeta at his base is also a lot stronger because he did not care about Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks attacks. But the same form had troubles with enemies that Piccolo fought evenly. How come? How can we explain this madness? Hello, I'm Mike X and welcome to another episode of Deep Look Dragon Ball Super series. On today's episode we will analyze the true base theory. This was first hinted after Goku absorbed the Super Saiyan God powers into himself back in Battle of the Gods. Toriyama at the time, in an interview, said that Goku would not need the ritual again because the Super Saiyan God powers had become his own. He also said that we would not see the Super Saiyan 2 and 3 transformations ever again, so we shall be using his interviews as valid only for when they were released, since Dragon Ball Super has changed a lot of things as Mr. Toriyama felt like it. This form was officially introduced during the Resurrection of Frieza movie and saga and has caused a lot of controversy amongst the Dragon Ball Z fandom. And I mean like a lot. Seriously, a lot. Which has led many to conjure up absurd theories explaining the exponential power of growth, but the thing is, no one is wrong per se. During his fight with Beerus, Goku, after losing his godly powers, kept fighting as if he still had a form. It took Beerus to comment so that Goku could understand that he had lost it. But we must keep in mind that this scene did not happen in the manga, and the fight stopped after Goku used all his energy into a final Kamehameha before reverting back to his regular form, making this so-called Saiyan Beyond God completely absent in the Dragon Ball Super manga. Now in the anime, in the next saga, we see Vegeta going to train with Whis many months before Goku goes. In the meantime, it's commonly accepted that Vegeta caught up to Goku's Saiyan Beyond God form, as he was taught in the class God Ki 101. Goku commented on Vegeta's ki that he had a completely different quality, feel, as before, almost like he was someone else, which is a quality that I have discussed at length in the Super Saiyan Blue video inherent to the God form. Some time passed and the revived Frieza came to Earth. After training heavily for several months, he was able to overcome his limitations and draw his potential, making him fight almost on par with Goku on his Saiyan Beyond God form. And here's where we see the true power of the revived Tyrant, as in his first form, he is able to make a fool out of the untrained Super Saiyan Gohan, who was still stronger than Piccolo. As we know, Frieza's power multiplies absurdly when he transforms, so when he went to his final form he was still unable to surpass Goku in base Saiyan Beyond God form. That's to show how powerful this form actually is. Then we have the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 tournament, and to everyone's shock, we see Goku and Vegeta both use their regular Super Saiyan form. I remember the community going batshit crazy when that happened. So far we only expected them to become Super Saiyan Blue. That's when the true base theory was created, because when a Saiyan Beyond God goes Super Saiyan, he should be blue, so in theory, he would be unable to ever become Super Saiyan again. That's where the line was drawn. Pay attention now! Remember when I told you that the Dragon Ball Super manga skipped the whole Goku absorbing the Super Saiyan God power and the Frieza arc altogether, so in the manga the Saiyan Beyond God form does not exist. It was changed to the original Super Saiyan God that Goku somehow became able to transform at will. And we must also take into account the fact that the manga and the anime both follow the same story from Mr. Toriyama, and the filler in between the main arcs is mainly written by Toei. Note that when I say filler, I mean the arcs that happen in between the main arcs. In this case, arcs that are not to be found in the Dragon Ball Super manga. With that said, isn't it odd that the so-called Saiyan Beyond God form can only be seen in the filler episodes? In fact, it's not odd at all. It is to be expected, given that in the main arcs this form has a different look in the manga, and it's completely absent in the anime. If I had to guess, I would say that Toyotaro asked to include the original Super Saiyan God form to make it easier to explain visually the true base theory. But before ending, I want to show you one instance of out-of-whack power levels using a simple chain of events, with two possible explanations. And I would like your opinion on which you feel works better. In other words, your instance if you believe in the true base theory or not. It goes something like this. Super Saiyan Gohan is stronger than Piccolo, who is stronger than base Vegeta, who is equal to base Goku, who is equal or stronger than final form Frieza, who is stronger than first form Frieza, who is stronger than Super Saiyan Gohan. Confused? You should be. Let's break it down. Let's start with Tagoma, who beats up Piccolo and gets beaten up by Super Saiyan Gohan. And Super Saiyan Gohan gets tortured by first form Frieza like we discussed. who then transforms and fights somewhat evenly with Saiyan Beyond God Goku, who is equal to Saiyan Beyond God Vegeta. Follow me so far? Pretty straightforward. Now, fast forward to the tournament arc, where both Goku and Vegeta had to go regular Super Saiyan in both the anime and the manga to beat Final Form Frost, who was someone Piccolo was able to keep up with very well. Even if Frost was weakened, Vegeta still went Super Saiyan to one-shot him, which is why I put Piccolo above base Goku and base Vegeta. Now, I ask you, where do you stand? Do you believe that Piccolo became stronger than Final Form Frieza in such a short time, surpassing the Super Saiyan God power through some magic? Or do you believe that Goku and Vegeta were using their regular base form and not the Saiyan Beyond God form, like the manga suggests? Now that that's over with, I want to know your opinion. And to wrap this up, Kevin my persona, believes in the true base theory, since it's the only way to explain the power spurgers in a way that works with both the filler and the main arcs. As I'm against believing that someone somehow became thousands of times stronger through no means, especially with no one commenting on. In the end, the true base theory is only a fan-made argument to try to make sense, since it's clear that Toriyama wanted to revoke the god power being so easily accessible after Dragon Ball Super began. Otherwise, I feel it would have been made official by now, though I expect the future to change a bit, as we can see in the opening, where it appears that Goku will somehow be able to become a true Saiyan Beyond God. Thank you for watching, and leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, as it would help a great deal. And also don't forget to let me know your answer, if you are a believer or not. I hope I shed some light on this craziness. As usual, links for previous episodes are here for you to click, and I will see you guys next time.